I was tossing a tennis ball, bouncing it off my wall, just staring up at the ceiling, little sticky things on my ceiling, and I was wondering, are we in the show right now?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Jupiter Boys. My name is Jim Jupiter.
And my name is Quinn Jupiter.
And we are the Jupiter Boys. The answer to that question is yes, we are in the show right now.
Yes.
We're two boys. We're from the planet Jupiter. Each week we get together, and we have stupid conversations.
So you can sit on your butt.
We actually
do
don't
this.
We don't get together physically.
No, we do it over Skype, and this is because we've been social distancing long before it was cool.
Way before it was cool. We were light years away. We were light years away, just yelling at each other across the void, for your listening pleasure.
I have a megaphone, which makes it a little bit easier. I can't really hear Jim a lot of the time. That's why I say stupid stuff.
Yeah, I just have like a can with a string, and so it's not as good. If you can hear
no
my
other
voice,
end.
Listener, yeah, no, there's nothing on the other end. It's just a string. You need another can to really make that whole thing work. And also in space, sound doesn't travel like that. So, if you can hear my voice, listener, I've got a bit of a scratch in my voice. In fact, that was me just coughing. That I probably edited out of the final version. I don't think I got the Corona. I may have gotten a Labatt Blue or a Molson, or possibly an Alexander Keith's, but not the Corona, as far as I know.
You know what I got? I got the Smirnoff. I got the Smirnoff Ice.
See,
yeah.
the Smirnoff's a dirty dangler because it tastes like juice.
Yeah.
It tastes like bad juice, and then you drink it and you turn into Beetlejuice.
And then you get the worst hangover you've ever had the next day.
Oh God, the sugar in that thing gives the worst hangovers.
Like
your head just like splits open.
Yep. But each week we get together, we talk about stuff, we flip a coin of truth.
Yeah, to decide who goes first in the topic-a-thon. Quinn, would you like the black side or the yellow side?
I'd like the yellow side, please.
Okay, and it's the black side, which
It's
is
the black
bad
side.
because I'm underprepared. So
when is that not the case, Jim? When is that not the case?
Very
for
rarely
both of
is
us?
it not the case. You know, the thing is, like, it changed because I used to be like overly prepared for this podcast. I used to have like everything down and like completely like orchestrated, and you were the one that was just like the delinquent. And now you just say like the thing is like you just always have a topic because you're always just ready to say something stupid. So
oh, how the turntables.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Speaking of which, I think Mike Fallick challenged me to the office trivia contest. And I frankly accept that offer. I think I will trounce you, Mike. I don't think you understand the level of my office knowledge, but
you'll definitely jersey him.
Jersey him
a little bit.
The thing is, like, a fair third party has to accumulate the questions, right? Because like I can't get the questions, he can't get the questions. You have to get. The thing is, like, I don't know if you are unbiased enough. I think you're. Although at the same time, you do hate me, so I think you'd want Mike Fallick to win.
I want to see you eviscerated in battle.
Like, oh, you mean phallicked? You're talking about being phallicked. So my topic this week, if we're gonna just get like transition into that, is oh, by the way, Mike Fallick's from the Hack Thought podcast. You should go listen to that.
Yeah.
But my topic this week, the Corona, the COVID, the COVID-19,
or the David-19. Yes.
Do you? By the way, small tangent, which I'm going to need several of because I don't have really a topic. Small tangent. Do you ever look at numbers like letters?
Yes.
Like, do letters have sound? Do letters have like letter? Like, do numbers have like letter sounds to you?
Oh.
See, because for me, a 9, sometimes I will like legit get that mixed up with an N. Like when I'm writing it out, like I will like be thinking the number 9 and will write the letter N.
I've done that. I think I've done that.
5, I will put an F there. 4, I will put an F there, which like is bad because it's like, oh shit, like that they don't even correspond to unique letters. I just like fucked it up completely.
Even though, like, I started to do 4.
Synesthesia. I have this weird synesthesia with letters where it doesn't like turn into like a feeling or like a taste or like a color like some people have. It turns into a fucking letter. And I'm like, great, that's completely useless.
Well,
like,
I think...
What am I going to just like make my own enigma?
I think it's because you think in terms of letters. You're very good at managing letters.
It's true.
And I think that numbers are kind of whack as shit. I think letters are better at illustrating your point. But for numbers,
better.
like for
better
for
letter,
advanced,
letter, better.
for advanced formulas, it would suck to like write out all the fucking words, especially like when you get into like quadrillion and is that a word? Is that quadrillion a word?
It definitely is not a word.
No, nope.
But quadratic, I think, is what you were going for.
Probably, yeah.
Quadrillion.
It's a lot of quadratic would get you a lot of points in Scrabble. Just saying.
True.
Especially if you landed on like a double or triple word score, especially with that Q.
If
you got that Q,
that would be a heinous score. Especially if the Q was on a triple letter. Oof.
Mm-hmm.
That's
30 points, dog.
Yeah.
Just for that 10? Letter.
Anyway, COVID. What I want to know, because we're the Jupiter boys, and because we're like this, because we're the way that we are, I want to know how we can capitalize on this suffering and make lots of money for ourselves. Because that's what we do. I mean, when in times of struggle, Jupiter boys
bounce on
exploit other people. And of course, I'm kidding completely about this. We're not going to do any of these things. No. We're not fucking monsters. No. But Quinn,
hypothetically,
how do we be hypothetical monsters to exploit this situation and make lots of money?
We're gonna have to sell Jupiter Boys brand hand sanitizer and toilet paper.
Yeah,
and cash in on that because
the toilet paper will be like sanitizing toilet paper. It will have like hydrochloric acid baked in, so that like when you wipe your ass, it's literally burning a layer of skin off. And it's like,
it keeps it
hurts
fresh.
Like a bitch, but it's gonna keep you fresh. It's gonna keep you COVID free. So
and then we also sell like an aftercare where it has like a little it's just like a little bit of polysporin, just like a little cushion, just a little cushion. Coated in polysporin.
There will be like you have to use 2 sheets for every wipe. 1 sheet for burning your skin off, and the other sheet for conditioning it so that it grows back quickly.
And our miracle growth has an alarming rate, so your hair will start to grow back at just an astounding rate.
Well, Quinn, Jupiter boys, as you know, as I know, we both, being in the same family, have the hairiest of assholes.
Oh,
and
yes.
Like just ungodly hairy assholes. Like it's legitimately the hairiest part of my body. Like I don't know if my head has as much hair as my asshole has.
Oh, definitely not me.
I mean, we are particularly well suited for the hydrochloric wipe because like we have so much buffer there. Like there's gonna be so much hair between that and your skin that
my ass is gonna be fun, baby.
Yeah, it's essentially like a protective barrier. And over the years, the shit and sweat has just cocooned it into a shell, a hard
ass
chitin,
pubes,
a chitin of ass pubes. Yeah. So that's definitely the name of this topic, chitin of ass pubes.
That'll get a lot of clicks, especially in this time of need.
Yes.
Especially in this
definitely Jupiter Boys branded sanitizer, toilet paper, respiratory masks, that smell like our farts all the time.
Yes.
It's
not very many people know this, but a fart on Jupiter is actually delightful.
Yeah, mine smells like blueberries.
Mine smells like sunshine and daffodils, which is
what does sunshine smell like? Tell me.
Sunshine smells like. Have you ever stepped outside?
Yeah,
like that.
But where I live, it smells like shit outside all the time. So like, what you're saying is like sunshine smells like
have you ever stepped outside?
Shit.
Have you ever stepped outside where it doesn't smell like poo? Like anywhere else?
Yeah,
that.
So air, like it smells like grass. Then
it smells like grass. It smells like a little bit of bird shit mixed in there. But you got the good, you got the bad. You take both of them. There you have the facts of life.
Facts of life.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what else can we do? I'm thinking that we make money. I think like we should hijack hospitals' PA systems.
Okay.
And force them to listen to Jupiter Boys all day. thereby earning viewers, downloads. We get them big sponsors.
Yeah,
We
as
can
long
advertise Corona to Corona victims.
You know what we do?
Yeah.
Is we send out like almost like a phishing email we get like a contact list, and
Okay.
we in a hospital
Yeah.
in the nursing staff, and
That
we
would be
just
very
infect the phones, and then get into the system, the Wi-Fi system of the hospital, because them shits is weak. And we just infiltrate the entire Wi-Fi system. People are going to be logging into Wi-Fi while at the hospital.
So I'm embarrassed to admit that I watched this show, but I watch it with my wife. It's called Grey's Anatomy, and there was legitimately an episode where hackers hacked into the computer system of Gray Sloan, or I guess at the time it was called Gray Sloan Hospital.
Gray Sloan, yeah.
But it basically, like, they hacked in, and because like everything was on like this network for some fucking reason, they were able to take like just everything down. Like for some reason, the hospital was extremely like a smart hospital. So like
even the MRIs and shit, like even like
nothing worked.
Like
no
systems.
like heart monitors didn't work, lights didn't work. Like they took out like the whole electrical system.
That's so funny.
So,
it's all out.
Yeah.
We're done. We're in the system.
Yeah,
it's
funny because like they had like this one guy like I'm trying to like lock them out of the mainframe, like just like pounding away at a keyboard from like the nurse's desk. Is like, yeah, that's definitely how it fucking works. But
like German techno is playing, it's just like boom.
Yeah. He had fingerless gloves for some reason. They were like hospital gloves, but they were fingerless.
Wow, he's typing so cool and fast. He's such a hacker, dude. Cool man.
He never seems to have to use the mouse. It's weird. It's actually kind of weird that he literally only tap. And the funniest thing is that like their white hat hacker was like, he has like a backstory of it, like he like did communications work in Afghanistan, like he's like a veteran.
Oh yes, of course he is. He's a drone operator probably.
Yeah, exactly. Some sort of bullshit like that.
Man.
Anyway, the other thing I think we could do to sort of position ourselves well in this time of crisis is to become PR for the coronavirus itself. Maybe we put a positive angle on this, and we make people convinced that it's actually good to get the virus.
Hey, you know those boomers? They're not safe. So maybe if we get rid of
they're not our demographic, and that's the end of the topic.
I mean, what?
We're not going to make money off those fucks. We just we got to hit the younger generations and convince them. Anyway,
we'll hit the 50s
Quinn?
to 60s.
What time is it, Quinn?
It is time in the show where we smoke the weed and we roll the trees and we run through the valleys of the emeralds.
So can you tell us what time that is?
It's the time of the show where we smoke weed. Halfway through the show.
What's it called, Quinn?
It's the mid-show smoke break. I said this.
Thank you.
Did I? Didn't I?
You did not say that. Not in that whole shitty Irish song did you once say that it was the mid-show
smoke break. And
all right,
of course,
Quinn, while we were singing that long extended ditty,
that wasn't me.
I actually smoked. It was, who was it?
It's Colin Farrell.
Oh,
I'll be going now. Bye bye.
Do you have? Well, he can't because of social distancing. He can't leave. He's quarantined in there with you now.
I meant the other room. Jesus, Jim. We've talked about this. You have talked about it. You have talked about it, Jim. You gotta be okay. I'm gonna smoke now, Jim. Is this okay?
Okay. Yes. Colin Farrell and I have kind of a tenuous bond, mostly because he's Quinn's roommate, and I don't know. He's weirdly loyal to Quinn. Like he does, shitty mid-show smoke break songs basically on request. Just like anytime Quinn asks, like even when we're not recording, he will make one up, and it's. I find it kind of gross that he's like licking Quinn's asshole so much, and I tell him so, and that's kind of why we have such a beef going on.
Listen, Colin and I have a thing going on. Does he have a wife and kids? I don't know. I should probably ask him.
Quinn, it's time for your topic. What do you have for me this week?
This week, Jim, I've been, the past couple weeks have been tumultuous and, I've kind of been down on myself. And
if by tumultuous you mean absolute dog shit, then yes, you're right.
Oh yeah, it's just been a roller coaster of shit. Like if somebody was just pouring shit on you while you're in a roller coaster, those two feelings mixed together. So
You know what?
I've been,
That's just
yeah.
I just want to like sit with that image for a bit. How do you think that would work? Do you think like for having somebody pouring shit on you
Yeah.
while you're in a roller coaster? Here's how I imagine that. Okay, so you get to the top of the roller coaster, right? You're like right to the top, right?
Yeah.
And then you start going down, and at the bottom of like that decline,
That
at the
dip,
very bottom,
yeah.
there's just like a literal waterfall of liquid shit that like as you go through it, you're forced to just like, it's like a curtain of shit that's just gonna hit you no matter what.
See, I propose I see your waterfall of shit, and I propose like little jets in the sides of the seats that you're sitting in. That
So like
shoot
they
'em
coach
right
you the
at your
whole time.
at your
They
face.
coach you the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So while you're doing the roller coaster, you're also getting pelted with shit, even on the slow
And-
bits. Can you imagine even on the slow bits, as you're just like waiting to go up the hill, just like shit is just like flying at you
but
constantly?
it's just like
Gotta
it's
keep your
just
mouth
like a
closed
little
and-
it's just like a little squirt gun worth of like diarrhea just shooting right
just
at
like
your
a
face,
misting,
just like right
just
at your
a
chin.
misting, a constant misting of shit, of just liquid shit. So Quinn,
So that's
times
that
have
isn't
been
my
shit.
topic. Yes, the roller coaster of shit. I've been because I've been on it, because I've been riding it for about 3 or 4 weeks now.
he's more shit than man at this point.
I have been looking to music, and no better place. I'm gonna fucking suck their dick some more. Is Spotify? Spotify, I'm gonna suck your dick again some more. What?
They're not
No,
paying
you're
for
supposed
any
to
kind
be
of
sucking my
advertisements.
dick. Just call in. I'm not gonna ask you again. Sit in the corner and be quiet. Sorry.
See, you told me he went into a different room, but now
Mhm.
you're telling me he's in the corner.
The corner is
So
another
Colin's a fucking liar, is what I'm saying. So
Not a liar.
Spotify, who are not paying for any kind of
No.
advertising on the show.
Exactly.
Good job with that, with making the show money. But what have you been checking out on the old Spotify?
I've been checking out Radiohead.
Okay.
And I feel like Radiohead, and I've had this with a lot of bands where I kind of discover them a little too late, and I'm like, oh, how am I gonna crawl through their back catalog? You know, this is gonna be a slog.
I can help you with Radiohead.
But I listened to In Rainbows, the album,
Yep.
and it's
incredible.
It's incredible.
It's very good. It's
a
very good.
journey. And I've listened to it, and it's always better when I listen to it high. I believe I've had this topic before, Jim. That wasn't my topic about the Radiohead, but I think discovering something too late. Have I had this topic before?
Yes, you've definitely had this topic before.
Well, I'm gonna let's revisit it. What do you think? So I'm also, one other thing I feel like I'm way too late to the party to is TikTok. How am I supposed to go into TikTok as a 25-year-old man? I can't figure it out.
Welcome to this, because I felt the exact same fucking way about both Snapchat and Instagram. As like both of those were like too late in my life for me to give any fucks about them. And like Instagram I eventually caved to, because I think it's just become more ubiquitous, and like I'm like now the old person on it, like fucking grandmas on Facebook. So like I eventually caved to Instagram, but like I fucking refuse to get into Snapchat, man. Like and to be fair, like a big part of that is because by the time Snapchat was a thing, I was already in a committed relationship and I didn't have to send pictures of my dick to anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
So like that really helped me not having to use Snapchat ever.
Snapchat's got a lot of pics of my dick,
like,
man.
I have never used Tinder in my life because I didn't need it. And
Exactly.
like, essentially like I've seen other people use it. I've been at parties where we go on somebody's Tinder and swipe for them. Like I've
fun.
used it.
That's fun.
I've used it, but like I've never used it, you know?
Yeah. It's a hard world out
and
there, man.
TikTok straight up makes me angry. So there's no fucking way that I'm going to start, because like the problem I have with TikTok is it's just a never-ending stream of things that it predicts that you're gonna like it. In which way it's very much like YouTube. However, I would say 90 to 94% of the videos you see are absolute dog shit.
Yeah,
Just
they're
the
people
worst fucking like
they're
YouTube
people
poop
lip
in the
syncing.
universe.
Oh, they're people
Oh my
lip
god,
syncing to
the
the
lip
and, like,
syncing
doing
videos,
that
the dance
bouncing
videos,
dance. Oh,
the stupid arm dances where like you
can't
don't
do
move
it.
your legs at all and just do arm fucking dances. God fucking help whoever fucking thought that was the good like a good thing to do the first time. I swear to God, if you just dance with your arms and like lip sync to a song, like you make me weep for humanity.
Well, don't
You're
yuck their
coronavirus.
don't yuck their yums. They might be getting
They're worse
yums
than
from
coronavirus,
this.
Quinn. They're worse than coronavirus.
Well, now coronavirus is giving them an excuse to stay home and do more of them, and that's not
Exactly.
what we need. So we need to get this coronavirus dealt with, so we can get these kids in kayaks. Let's get them in kayaks. Let's
get these
them
kids
doing
out on
some
Pokemon
outdoors.
Go journeys.
Yeah.
Because like that's where they need to be and not on this TikTok nonsense.
Could you play? Here's a sidetrack. Could you play Pokemon Go like while kayaking in a river?
Yes.
That'd be wild, man.
Yeah, and literally, all you would encounter is water Pokemon. But yes,
Yeah.
you can definitely do that.
Yeah, that I've noticed that because every time I'm like in every time I'm in my town that I live in, redacted, name redacted here, by the water, I get water Pokemon, and I'm like, how does it know? And then I'm like, oh, GPS, dude. So, another thing that I feel like I'm late to the party to,
Yeah.
it's just being an adult, dog.
Yeah.
How the fuck? How do you do it?
Yeah, I mean, like, you're not alone, dog. Because, like, I'm a full fucking adult at this point. Like, I pay a mortgage, and like, I'm married, and like, I have 2 car payments. Like, I'm a full fucking adult, and like, even I feel like I'm like waiting to like graduate to the next like I'm like, when do I become a grown up though? Because like
it's like
I don't feel like that.
So at the end of it, it's like you get to the end of life and somebody pulls out, like somebody Scooby-Doo style comes out and is like, hey, look, and they pull off your mask, and it's like, that's who it's been the whole time.
You're just 2 toddlers in a trench coat.
It's been 2 toddlers in a trench coat this whole time.
Yeah,
I should have known.
Exactly.
I should have seen that clue earlier in the story.
Yeah.
He wasn't a full functioning adult at all. Send him back to school.
No wonder he couldn't figure out his income tax.
Send him back to middle school so he can have awkward stages. Fuck
all
this kid.
over again. But yeah, like, I mean, growing up is a weird one. Like sometimes, and I don't know what it is, but like sometimes I see people on TV and it says their age. Like I was watching The Circle and it would give some of these people's ages, and I'm like, you're not younger than me.
that.
There's no fucking way you're younger than me. You look like a 40-year-old man. Like
I know.
It's not possible that you're 22 years old. Like, look at you. You're a gigantic man, like an actual man. I'm a little boy. I don't know. You can't. No, what? No.
You see their muscle definition, and you're like, no. You're not you can't be this strong. You're not a Hemsworth.
Like that big dude,
what are you trying to do?
Motherfucker that came with his mom. That was like 23 years old or some bullshit, and it's just like, what are you like? No way, that guy's fucking 23. He looks like a 55-year-old dude. Like,
he looks an A-lister that's been in the game for 40 years.
He looked like Jason Momoa. Like, that guy's a billion years old. There's no way.
Jason Momoa is only like 30, dog.
He's like,
or like 34.
Oh god damn, are you kidding?
Yeah, like
He's
Jason
younger than me?
Yeah, Jason Momoa's not even that old.
Oh, I'm so dead.
Like, I think he's a couple years older.
That's the other thing
than
too.
you,
like
but...
sometimes you see like NHL players, and it's like, oh, cool. You're a millionaire, billionaire, like fucking jacked up, mega babe, like with a billion like hot chicks and like 8 billion sports cars. Cool. And you're 24.
This year's unique in the NHL as they're introducing a 15-year-old. Wow, that kid's really... Oh, first shift, he gets knocked on his ass. He's not keeping his head up. He gets injured for 82 games. Yeah. It's his fault. The kid is an idiot.
We
shouldn't have been coming into the league. And he's a superstar.
But the thing is, like, when it happens, the 15-year-old's gonna fucking lay a 280-pound man out on his ass, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, look at that! You know, he must have been drinking his milk," and he'll just be like roided up, fucking like 15-year-old super Hulk monster, with just like no ability to get injured because he's still that young that like anything that happens just bounces off of him, and he's just like. Anyway, that's the end of the topic, and that's the end of the show.
I feel like we need a T-shirt with a jacked up fucking person with a logo on a jersey, a hockey jersey, just beating the shit out of a smaller
and like
player.
in one hand he's gonna have like a cell phone like with like TikTok playing on it, and like with the other hand he's just gonna beating the shit out of like a 40-year-old hockey player that's like 300 pounds. Okay, that's the end of the topic. Thank you everybody for listening. Thank you to the Woodolph Shark Network for hosting us. There's other shows on that network, including Durf and Dietz, which is a show based out of Eastern Canada. Two best friends for pretty much life, talk about life, and it's a good one.
Yeah, Newfoundland is safe right now. Pretty safe from it because they're an island.
Right.
So
they should
don't have a
probably
lot
still,
of cases.
They should probably still, wash their hands and shit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And you should go to thejupiterboys.com and you can check out check out some stuff there.
Yep.
Like old episodes. And then you should check me out on Twitter. I'm at the Jupiter Boys.
I'm at Quinn Jupiter, and he's gonna say a special thank you to our Christo Graham, yeah.
Yeah,
but
thank you to Christo Graham for the use of our theme music.
He's also got some self-isolation concerts that he's putting on. If you go to his YouTube channel,
yeah, so search Christo Graham. Yeah, I'll put it in the description. Search Christo Graham on YouTube, and you'll see some of those. And then shoot those nuts
straight down your YouTube gullets. Please don't sue us, YouTube. Please don't. Please don't.
Woodolph Shark.